Hey, how are you guys tonight? It is the 8th, and it is time for the Advent calendar and a little chitty chat about what I've done today. We got up today. I got up late because I'm still jet lagged, and it's not getting better, and I need to do it because I am moving on 4 more days in 3 days. I've got to go, or 4 more hours, so I've got to catch up. But we went to Abergavenny today. It's a cute little town about 30 minutes from here, and had a walk around. Most things are closed on Sunday, so there was a few things open, but we walked around, and then we went and had dinner at a hotel. It was fun, but I didn't take any video footage. Sorry. What you're getting tonight is, in addition to thread, you're also going to get Decorating Jean's lace tree that is covered in lace ornaments that she made on her sewing machine using her embroidery module, as well as hand tatted ornaments that she's made over the years. We discovered they needed some starching, so we've also thrown in a little lesson on how to starch your Christmas ornaments. The starch works great. It's slimy. It's very hard to touch, but I have a texture problem. But they dry up beautifully, nice and stiff, so I would have to cope, I think. But that's what you're going to get. I will proceed with the thread. All right, next up, day 8. Let's see what we have. We have lime green, size 8, pearl cotton is what we have tonight. So this is our second pearl cotton right there. So we have day 7 and day 8 threads. This one was embroidery floss. This one's pearl cotton. It'll be interesting to see what comes. Next up is the Christmas tree decorating. This is the mini tree. Jean has a short one that we're putting in the dining room just because when she has her friends over, she usually has a Christmas do, and we wanted to have decorations in both the dining room and her living room. The big tree will be in the living room, which we've not put up yet, mostly because we had a little snafu. It was in the attic. And then she and I put up the little one this evening, which is the one you're going to get to see. It's got white lights and all handmade ornaments except for the glass angel at the top. One-handed, I'm going to zhuzh this. I had a cameraman who disappeared to go get the tree out of the loft, so I'm on my own. I was comfortable in the living room. David's mother has a gas fire in the living room, and it is toasty, nice and warm. And the rest of the house is a little on the nippy side, so in the evenings, it's always nice to hang out in the living room. Woo! Well, I'll have to find where that hole is. Oh, I know what that is. That's the top of the tree. So that goes in here. That was very fit in tight. Let's see if I can figure out how to get that in. It's the top of the tree. All right, I'm going to put you on pause while I figure this out and zhuzh some more. I'll be back. Well, we've got that on. This is a taller tree than I expected. There will be lots of zhuzhing to be done. First, I have to bring down the branches. The bottom ones seem to be the only proper branches. The rest are just twirled around the main stalk. So, I'm just bringing them down. This usually takes longer than decorating, I find, is getting the tree zhuzhed adequately. Zhuzhing is a good word. There we go. Let's bring those down. There. Need to go around. David's up in the attic right now. I can hear him wandering about down there. There. It's weird. It's quite full up here. Now, this doesn't include lights, so I'm going to have to figure out where Jean's got her lights. It'll be funny. I'm going to be decorating... Well, I've already decorated 2 trees in my antique booth. And now I've got more to do. Oh, actually, I haven't showed you that video footage yet. I should show you my antique booth. The antique booth's in Forest Grove. It's called Corner Antiques. I have 2 Christmas trees there with decorations for sale, plus other antiques. There's TV trays, There's a desk. There's a beautiful Edwardian trunk. There we go. It's very strange. These are short and these are long. It's almost like these two don't go together. I feel like we should get food. These should have orange slices like the rest. All right, I'll do the top because it's going to take 2 hands. But this is a fine tree. Narrow, but not too tall, not too short. The next thing we're going to do is put garland on, and then I think this tree is going to be homemade. I think a lot of these are off Jean's embroidery machine, but there's also some hand tatted ones.
That's a pretty one.
Oh, that's gorgeous, yeah. And maybe some sparkly ones. But that's what's slotted for this tree, is mostly homemade ones. Okay, the homemade tree is done. I took some of Jean's placemats and used them for a tree skirt, overlapping them. And then we have machine-made lace from her sewing machine, and we have the hand-tatted ones that she's done over the years. It's a bell. I like the little ones. Oh, and I just knocked one off. Let's fix that. Oh my goodness, I'll have to turn you off to fix that. Hand-tatted ones that are nicely starched. There's another one. Also a stocking with just little motifs on it. And then a few little pottery stars. We've hit a teachable moment.
Right.
So we need to restarch a lot of these. I'm going to turn you around. Don't get dizzy. A lot of these tatted snowflakes have either been washed and not restarched, or the starch has worn out. But see how limp they are? And this is supposed to be a Christmas bauble. However, it doesn't hold its shape. So what we're doing is boiling 2 cups of water.
15 ounces.
15 ounces of water in the kettle. And then we're going to scoop out a heaping tablespoon. 2 heaping serving spoons, because this is the UK and they don't measure here. 2 heaping serving spoons of laundry starch, so dry starch.
And 1 of water.
And 1 scoop of cold water.
That's the right way around, wasn't it?
No, I think it was the other way.
1 inch.
So now we need 4 spoons of water. It's 1 heaping of the starch, 2 heaping of the water. For 2 of the water, but this is going to be 2 to 4 because we've fixed our ratios. And we're going to stir that up. Aren't you making gravy? You're basically making a roux, right? Before you pour the boiling water in?
Very much like that.
Oh, we're making a gravy roux.
So you
mix the starch in the cold water.
Wait till it's smooth. Boil your water and have it absolutely boiling.
Yeah.
And pour it immediately all onto the... So stir,
into the slurry.
Stir and boil and...
Ignore the dinner salt that's sitting there.
Is it gone off?
Yeah, it went off. All right, then we're going to pour the water in. Keep stirring. So basically we're making starch gravy, which makes sense because gravy is starchy.
The important thing is it has to turn cloudy.
Okay, stir, stir, stir.
Which it has. If it hasn't completely, I put it in the microwave and boil it.
Jean really likes her microwave. She uses it very effectively.
I think that'll be all right.
So, all right, so there we go. There's our liquid starch. Here, I have one. Right here.
You soak these in any kind of container that you want.
So we have a
bit more of this
lid from a Pyrex dish here. And plop them in.
Lay it in. It doesn't have to be laid out flat, but as long as you've got them covered and they can soak the starch in.
Overnight?
That's it. Well, no, half an hour. And then
that one's dry.
Then I'll spread them out, pin them out if necessary.
All right, so these are going to sit here for a while and soak up the starchy goodness. There. I've heard lots of people talk about glue and all kinds of things. Yeah, there's more there. Yeah, you want me to get some more? I might have some more.
That's why I made more starch. Plenty on there.
So they all go in. We layer them up. These are going to sit for half an hour.
Yeah.
Then we'll separate them, lay them flat to dry. You don't rinse them or anything, right? You just sort of...
No.
Do you wipe them?
I put them on kitchen paper or a towel.
Yeah.
And, press the the most of it off.
So pat off the starch.
And then I just spread them out. Often I'll pin them onto a cake board.
The shape you want?
To the shape. Or if they'll hold their shape without, I'll spread them on a flat surface like the glass mats and things like that.
So something slippery.
Something.
I'd probably do it on cake paper.
Cake paper will be.
So spread them out on this glass that's easily cleaned in the sink, or baking sheet or parchment paper. Just make sure it's clean. After 24 hours, when they dry, they're stiff like this. So this one's stiffened still. This one's droopy, and it becomes this nice stiff. This one's very loose, and yet it's really stiff. So that one's nice and stiff as well. See, I can shake it and they barely bend. So it's been an hour now since we took that video footage of the starching of the tatted snowflakes. Jean worked out a couple of things. One, instead of letting it sit and dry overnight, you can put it on like a warm radiator or a fireplace that's set low, and they'll dry faster. The ones in this fireplace dried really quickly. Jean also put them on a tray in the oven at around 100 degrees, so like a warming oven kind of temperature. And they also dried super quick, like within 20 minutes. So there you go, another hint. That's it for me tonight. Tomorrow is Monday. We have one more full day here, and then we head off to London, and then on to India. So I'm going to have to get some content made ahead. Tomorrow you're going to get, well, I've got to do a pavlova. I said I wanted to do a pavlova while I was here. So I have to do a pavlova, and we have to set up the big Christmas tree. Okay, I will see you all tomorrow with stuff, tree, and pavlova. Bye.